The moment that Hamas says they will stop attacking Israel, primarily Israeli civilians, the war is basically over.
But you know very well indeed just how risky this is. The Israeli military is now saying this is going to take this is not going to be a short or a simple operation.
That's right. One of the problems Israel's facing in this operation is that Hamas is hiding in the Palestinian civilian population. In other words, they will put Grad rockets used to fire on Ashdod or Ashkelon in the homes, private homes of Palestinians. They'll put them in mosques. They'll put them in schools. And therefore, Israel has to, first of all, locate these sites with its intelligence capabilities, and second of all, warn civilians, if they are in the area where Israel has to operate, to leave. Israel's done something which I've never heard of any other army doing. It'll send an SMS to a Palestinian cell phone saying, in a half hour, your house may be struck. Please leave it because there are explosives in your house. It'll send warnings of cell phone calls to members of Hamas that a certain area is going to be attacked. So Israel is trying to destroy the infrastructure of terrorism that was used against its civilians while minimizing casualties on the Palestinian side.
And yet Israel is admitting that it will have to pay a price. The public here is braced for a loss of Israeli lives, Israeli soldiers' lives.
Well, Israel understands that since Israel pulled out of the Gaza Strip unilaterally back in August, September 2005, Hamas has been regularly dispatching its operatives through the Philadelphia corridor on the Gaza Egyptian Sinai border to Egypt, from there to Damascus, and from there to Tehran, where they've undergone training with the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, the IRGC, outside of Tehran. Then the operatives come back and help build Hamas a military capacity. Hamas today has a regular army. These are not just a few terrorists who've been lobbing rockets into Israel. You're speaking about trained operatives who know how to use explosives, who know how to use all kinds of roadside bombs, and of course who know how to use rocketry that can fire 40 kilometers from the Gaza Strip and hit a number of Israeli cities, putting today approximately 900,000 Israelis under the threat of rocket fire.
But to truly achieve what's being described as a durable and a sustainable ceasefire, at the end of the day, is Israel going to have to find a way to deal with Hamas? In one of the most popular daily newspapers here, Ephraim Halevi, the former head of your spy agency Mossad, is saying that there will at some point have to be talks.
Well, there is a school of thought among ex-intelligence operatives that Israel should talk directly to Hamas, to Hezbollah, to Iran. These are people who probably engaged in diplomacy in the dark. You have MI6 people, Alistair Crook. You have some people from the CIA who put forward the same idea. But you have to remember, if Israel starts talking to Hamas, Hamas is the primary opposition to the regime of President Hosni Mubarak in Egypt. It's the primary opposition to King Abdullah of Jordan. I'm speaking about the Muslim Brotherhood, of which Hamas is the Palestinian branch. The moment Israel speaks to Hamas and legitimizes Hamas, this strengthens the Muslim Brotherhood in a variety of Arab countries and undermines the regimes that are currently there. That's the last thing Israel wants to do.
Dore Gold, thank you for joining us from Jerusalem.